Imagine your country 5, 10 years from now if this path continues. Surveillance beyond imagination. Cameras on every street, listening devices in every room, AI monitoring your every message, transaction, and word. Algorithms will predict your behavior before you even act and punish you for disloyalty to the regime. Privacy will be a relic of history. Even the thoughts you dare not say aloud will feel dangerous. Neighbors as enforcers. Fear will break your communities. People will be forced to report on friends, colleagues, and even family members, terrified that their silence will be seen as complicity. Mothers will turn in their sons. Workers will betray their colleagues. Trust will vanish. Dissent erased. Journalists, activists, and critics will disappear overnight. Some imprisoned, some simply erased without a trace. Those who dare question the state will be branded traitors and subjected to public humiliation, exile, or death. The truth will be buried beneath a mountain of lies, leaving citizens blind and ignorant. Violence institutionalized. Political violence will become routine, not just tolerated, but celebrated. Opponents of the regime will be executed or maimed in public spectacles meant to instill obedience and terror. You will witness horrors you thought belonged only to distant dictatorships. A nation devoured by fear, art, music, literature, and free thought will vanish. Creativity withers under the boot of tyranny. Your children will be taught not to dream, but to obey. Their imaginations crushed before they bloom. Economic collapse. Innovation cannot thrive without freedom. Your economy will wither, unable to compete with freer nations. Resources will be hoarded by a corrupt elite, while the people descend into poverty and desperation, genocide and persecution. History shows us that authoritarian regimes eventually find scapegoats, minorities, the marginalized, those who look or think differently. Camps will rise. Families will be torn apart. You may think it unimaginable, but so did those who lived through the darkest chapters of the 20th century. This is a reality. It has happened before, and it can happen again. It is happening right now. And who is leading this charge? The current President Trump, a man who has shown time and time again that he is driven by personal ambition rather than the public good. His administration has relentlessly attacked the very institutions that keep your democracy in check. The FBI, the judiciary, the media, all in the name of acquiring and preserving his power. This is not the mark of a democratic leader, but of a narcissist who sees himself above the law. This is where the real danger lies. This is where you must ask yourself, what will happen when a leader like this has unchecked power? What happens when the government no longer serves the people but seeks to control them? What happens when loyalty is demanded and dissent is punished? You must act now, before it's too late, before you wake up one day to find that your country is no longer free, that your rights have been stripped away in the name of security, in the name of order, in the name of control. You must stand up, speak out, and fight for the democracy you still have. Because the alternative is too terrifying to imagine. Do not think this could never happen to you. Do not think you are immune because of the strength of your constitution or the power of your institutions. Look around you, see the warning signs. What will you tell your children when they ask you how freedom was lost? How will you explain that you stood by while the system was being dismantled, piece by piece? Yet there is still time, but not much. Time to rise. Time to reject fear and lies. Time to demand accountability, to protect your rights, and to reclaim your voice before it's silenced forever. Your nation was founded on the belief that power comes from the people, not from rulers who demand obedience. If you act now, if you choose freedom over fear, history will remember this as the moment when America stood on the edge of tyranny and chose light over darkness. Do not let this be the generation that failed to defend what it once held dear. Do not let this be the moment when America chose silence over action. Choose wisely. Choose courage. But time is running out fast, America. The future is yours to reclaim. Do not let it slip away. The time to act is now, before it is too late to reclaim the freedoms and principles that once made this nation a symbol of hope and democracy around the world. If not, the rest of the free world may need to open its doors to those Americans seeking refuge from an unjust system. Let's hope their arms are more welcoming than the ones you are beginning to show. And when that time comes, you won't have to worry about immigrants, because you yourselves will have become the immigrant. The time is now. Thank you, and maybe good night, America.